Carrying with the round in the chamber. That has been a tough question to answer for some people, and I would say it all depends on your comfort level. Now, I personally carry with the round in the chamber. I understand how quickly deadly situations can escalate, and I have always carried a round in the chamber, and that's my comfort zone. So if you've ever sat through any of my conceal classes, I typically have demonstrated the 21-foot rule. And the 21-foot rule applies to helping you to understand that if an attack were to happen to you and the assailant is roughly 21 feet away from you, you only have about 2 seconds to respond from when the person starts to charge you. And if they, say for instance, have a knife, within 2 seconds, they'll be on you with their with their knife. So, understanding that, I have always carried around in the chamber is because I want my firearm to be accessible as quickly as possible. I also only carry my firearm 99% of the time on my hip, which is on my right side at what we call the 3 o'clock position. Now, I don't recommend everyone carrying around in the chamber. It really boils down to your comfort level and your training. I do not recommend carrying around in the chamber if you are a new shooter. And typically, a lot of new shooters, when they come to the gun range, they still have a habit of keeping their finger on the trigger. And if you're carrying around in the chamber and you quickly have to draw your firearm without any training, I can assure you that you're going to pull that trigger sooner than you anticipate. That gun's going to accidentally go off, and you're going to end up hitting a target that you didn't intend on hitting. Remember, there's responsibility that goes with that. I look at it that there's an attorney attached to every bullet that comes out of your gun. So if you hit a target that you don't intend to hit, there will be consequences for that. I also would recommend, if you are a new shooter, to get a firearm that has some type of safety mechanism on it. Remember, your best safety mechanism is your trigger finger. But in addition to that, carrying around in the chamber is something that you really have to kind of work yourself up to. So here's a good way to transition to that. And let's say, for instance, that you just started to carrying your firearm legally. I would suggest getting comfortable for the first month or two, just carrying the gun on you, just being aware that your gun is there, and just get comfortable that the gun is actually with you. Over a period of time, if you have a firearm that has some type of safety mechanism on it, put it around in the chamber and put your safety on. Again, depending on what type of safety device that you have on your firearm. And then do that for several months. If you get comfortable at that point, you've developed some good safe gun handling skills, you're disciplined with your trigger finger, knowing that you can draw that gun out even during normal stuff like loading your gun up during the day or unloading it at the end of the day. Is your finger 100% of the time off the trigger? If you develop those good gun handling skills, then maybe you can start considering carrying around in the chamber. But that takes time, and you have to do it on your own time and be patient with getting up to that point. Check yourself honestly, consistently, to understand that you got a round in the chamber. When that gun comes out, your finger is not on the trigger, you're going to probably be doing good. So again, it's a personal preference. You decide what works best for you. Just understand, at some point you want to be able to access your firearm quickly, and you want that firearm to be ready to go. And that's why I carry around in the chamber. If you want more information about anything that's related to firearm or firearm safety, please reach out to us at k1risk.net. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button down at the bottom and reach out with your questions and comments. And remember, be safe and train. Have a good day.